Good morning, guys. It's July 6th, 2024. About 47 days since Gerald Newton passed away. Every morning I get up, I make coffee, and I had been serving him as an offering some coffee every morning. But those days are now gone. That was like the first month. Due to the fact that Judy Stewart, the Blue Devil, Jeremiah called her the Blue Devil, Judy Stewart, who has become the heir of Villa Kula, the Mermaid House in St. Andrews, has gone totally mental. I knew she was gonna claim the house, and slowly she had been trying to chip away at everything. It is still very sad and unbelievable that he is gone. I ask for dreams, but he doesn't appear in my dreams. Probate court will begin shortly, and I probably have a short amount of time to live here. She was never a kind person. And Jeremiah divorced her years ago. He wanted nothing to do with that family. He didn't want anything to do with his mom, his dad. He said they were all bad news. They never accepted him, so he rejected them. And now they get to keep parts of him. Due to lack of estate planning and the interference of life, sickness, and running out of time. Here we are today, probably just weeks away from probate making decisions. I don't know how that's gonna bode for me here just yet, because I have proof that I've been here for a very long time, and there has to be some kind of an eviction process that's going to go on. I'll probably be gone before then. As always, I will retreat to my spiritual home, the Wizard's Camp in Holmes Valley, and await further instructions on what direction my soul, my spirit, is going to be going on. What journeys will be next. Now, I have nothing against Satanists, but this Satanist, Judy Ann Stewart from Graceville, Florida, who her own son called the Blue Devil, this Satanist, this satanic witch, who used to use Jeremiah, by the way, used to use his psychic abilities and card reading abilities, his tarot card reading abilities, and his stones, and his psychism. And that was in between her abuse and beating and feeding off of him, because she is a vampire. And he warned me about her from the very beginning. He told me to stay away from her. But I have nothing against Satanists in general. But this Satanist went from 0 to 100 miles per hour in just a few short days. Within a period of time, 10 days after Jeremiah's death, where she started communicating with me more often and asking me questions. And then immediately, just like that, the switch was flipped, and her satanic attitude came out. You know, she hides as a Christian. She's not really a Christian, but she infiltrates Christian churches to sow chaos. Um, she goes to the Mormon church in Graceville, or in Alabama, in just north of Graceville. It's the Church of Latter-day Saints. She infiltrates to feed off of people there. And this was explained to me by Jeremiah for many years, and I never put any stock to it. But now I guess he was right that this satanic witch is pretty evil, and she likes to do evil things. She did evil things to him while he was infirmed with heart problems, with cardiovascular illness and diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which is very hard to get rid of, if not impossible to get rid of at all. And as he was suffering through events and he went to her for help, she tortured him. And I've got all the text. Jeremiah saved all the text before he blocked her 2 years ago, after an event where she threatened to shoot him with a gun after he went to help clean her yard in Graceville, Florida. He said he had enough. He divorced himself from that woman. But she is a satanic witch, and like I said, I don't have any problems with Satanists, but this brand of satanic crazy, yeah, it's something to panic over. Not fear, but have a little anxiety over, because you never know what she's gonna throw at you from left field. I wasn't planning on making any more videos, but I think Jeremiah's story needs to be told. It's important. It was important to him to have a voice, and I'm making these videos because his mother, his biological mother, who he does not recognize, or he did not recognize as his mother, is going to be getting the mermaid house here in St. Andrews. And that's fine. I'm not attached to the house. Home is where Jeremiah was, and anywhere he was my home. And it doesn't matter where he is or where he was, that was my home. But I had decided that I wasn't going to make any more videos. I even removed all of my videos from this channel and moved them over to BitChute and Rumble. And I think they'll be safe there. But because of the fact that Judy and Stewart, the satanic witch, who is the estranged mother of my now deceased husband of 17 years, Jeremiah Gerald Newton, she's going to be watching these, and I'm going to dox her. She's going to get doxed. Everybody's going to know what kind of a person she is, what she did to Jeremiah, and I'll slowly tell you guys the story, all the stories that he told me of her and her satanic spawn, especially the one who had test tube babies. According to Jeremiah, they were born with no soul. They were soulless. But all those stories and much more, I intend on releasing here, just for you, Judy and Stewart, the satanic witch of Graceville, who tortured and abused her son Jeremiah Newton for many years. And then when she got tired of him, she dumped him. Whether she knew he had adult ADD or Asperger's or anything like that is just a guess at this moment. However, she knew there was something wrong, but she abused him anyways, and she allowed him to be abused as a child. This is how sick and twisted and satanic this woman is. In order for her to feed off of this, she allowed her children to sexually abuse and molest Jeremiah Gerald Newton. And according to Jeremiah Gerald Newton, his own siblings sexually abused him, from the oldest one to the middle one. I don't know how many more people know of this story. I know a lot of his clients have told me some details that I just didn't know about, stuff that he told them while working on them. For example, Gail Sasser of Panama City Beach called me and told me horrible things. And Star Hardifer, who used to be the director of Wicked Wheels, also told me horrible, terrible things. And many other clients have told me things about Judy Ann Stewart and her disgusting satanic family. It's probably why she and Gerald, her ex, Jeremiah's father, divorced. Which, by the way, she was fucking his cousin. And now the house that she's trying to snatch, which by law is her right, was a house that was given to Jeremiah Gerald Newton by the man who she cheated on with Gerald Newton, Jeremiah's father, who is also now going to be heir, along with Judy Ann Stewart, to this house. And they're going to have to work together over this storied house, which was a gift to Jeremiah Gerald Newton by Andy Galerno of Graceville, who she was fucking, and according to Jeremiah, she was cheating on him with Gerald. And there was even thoughts and rumors that Jeremiah could have been the son of Andy. And I have a text, and many texts, where they spoke about it, where Jeremiah and Judy Ann Stewart spoke about this. But there's going to be more stories to come. There's going to be more details. So hang in there, guys. We'll see you guys on the next roundabout.